Hey guys, and welcome back to the SSF journey. First of all, just want to start off with a massive thank you again for all of the support that I received in the last video. Got a whole bunch of really nice comments and a whole bunch of likes, a whole bunch of views. The video absolutely blew up. I know I've been thanking everybody in every single video, but truly the support is absolutely incredible. Yeah, I couldn't be more grateful. So thank you all for that, first of all. But now to get into the stuff that you're actually here for. I am going to be running a test to see which ascendancy is better for Power Siphon locus mines. So obviously our league started the Whisperer, and the Power Siphon mines have felt absolutely fantastic for mapping. The free awakened fork just makes the build feel super good early on, and yeah, just blast through T16 maps. The only downside of the build that I have found is that the bossing damage does start to lack quite a bit. I saw a couple posts on Reddit of people saying that Scavenger was just all round better than Whisperer, which I don't fully know because I think they both have their strengths and their weaknesses. But I would like to figure that out myself and then share my findings with you guys and to see what is actually better. So what I'm going to be doing, like I said, I'm going to make a Scavenger. I'm going to level that up from fresh. I'm not going to use any of my currency from my stashes. I'm going to set up a dump tab where everything will go into, so anything that I do find will go into that, and it'll be completely separate from everything else, and we'll see how the builds compare. Let's hop in. Let's create a character. So let's say I found new event. That's hopefully available. Yeah, perfect. Because, you know, the other one's Whisperers. This one's outside voice. Don't have to whisper anymore. We're free from whispering. We can talk as loud as we want to, be as crazy as we want. If anybody is curious as to the filter sounds, I'm just using NeverSync's normal filter blade, and then I've got the sound pack for Diablo 2, which you can find under the presets, public presets, I think they're under. Then you just put them on and download the sound files. And then you've got Diablo 2 sounds, which I probably shouldn't have on anymore because that game has turned into a bit of PTSD for me. Every time I play the game, I normally end up giving up around Act 3. Couldn't be bothered running through the jungle, to be honest with you. I have no idea what's going on, and I'm too lazy to look up a guide to figure out what's going on. Just really wanted to give it a try. I'll probably wait for a ladder reset or, you know, some cool mods to come out for it, and then give it a go.
I'll not be joining you today, dead man.
Nope. I guess it's a ring. Physical damage to attacks, we do some of that, so that's not too bad. Kind of hoping that I don't have to level a mule, which it looks like I might have to. I don't have to level a mule. This is the best start ever. I'm super happy about that. So yeah, just set up the tabs. This is obviously all the currency that I had farmed previously. This is going to be my dump tab, and all the loot that I found will go into here. And hopefully it'll just use whatever's in here if I go to craft something or to make something or whatever it might be. I'm not going to use King's March for gear just because it wouldn't be fair, because my King's March has been leveled up and I've been sending out some pretty big shipments. So the gear that I might be getting back would be pretty overpowered. And see if I can buy a chance to poison, which of course I can't, which means I have to level up a meal, and that is okay.
You were born with quickness of body and sharpness of mind.
Yes, it also gives me a dagger instead of having to use a claw, so it's not the end of the world really.
Is it possible to murder someone who's already dead?
Good question, really. I think the simple answer to that is the fact that the zombie got up meant that he was no longer dead. So he came back to life, then you killed him again. Now he's dead. For good, hopefully. Who knows? Like, when does that end? That cycle end? When they lose their head? Or like, what? Because some of them got pretty messed up injuries. Anyways. Yep, got the chance to poison. So that's the whole reason why this character exists. You know, just lives to die. Poor fella.
It's nice not being dead.
Nice little belt. Check for boots. 3 green shield. I mean, it's 3 green. I'll take it. Let's put on our shield. I'm going to swap out for a dagger. One of them is technically a little bit more damage, because slight more attack speed. We'll stick with the claw. Laugh on hit. Might help early on. But yeah, now this is the interesting part, because obviously Scion does have a pretty bad leveling portion. So starting down here with the ranger, if I'm just go through, grab projectile damage, laugh will be easy, or attack speed, and then grab these nodes. So what I'm going to do is kind of just branch out. I did look up some other guides as to what people are doing to get through this early phase of Scavenger and come up with something that I kind of like. So just gonna go through the attack speed first to the movement speed, and then to Path of the Hunter and to Sentinel for the extra resistances and projectile damage. It just seems like a pretty good combo, and then from there we'll move on sideways and try and get to replenishing remedies to get the flask charges for Poisonous Concoction, and then you can see how truly powerful these nodes are early on. Just makes the game feel super good. I'm not too sure if I'm going to interact with King's March. I probably should, because I did on League Start, and just to keep things fair and obviously a way of getting loot and leveling up the character. I mean, if it's there, might as well, right? Yeah, I'm just going to try and cut up the videos. Obviously, it's not just 6 hours of me leveling. I'm going to try and speed through it a little bit. So in the beginning, until we get to Poisonous Concoction, I'll try, show a little bit of running through the zones and to see what Herberlash feels like, and just show off how comfy the build actually is to level, and give feedback and things that I would change, that if you have to do it, then you know what to do. Nice loot. Oh, instant upgrade of the belt. Kind of wish that was on a ring or something. Entering the mud flats first, just so we can get to the underground, get Frostblink, and then that makes life a little bit quicker when we go to fight Hellrick and get the Quicksilver Flask. It's another ring. Not too bad. A little bit of rarity. Who knows? Maybe we drop something good. I like to be a bit overleveled. I don't care too much for speedrunning. Just want to play the game, enjoy the build, and experience it in its fullest. Entering the submerged passage. Going to grab this waypoint, back to town, go and grab Frostblink. Always forget about Decoy Totem. Lifesaver early on. Super good. Now back to the coast and to Turtle Island. I don't actually think that my shield charge is doing much for me here. I think it's kind of actually just slowing me down. My walk speed is about the same as my shield charge at the moment, which is absolutely hilarious. Back to town. Go and get our Quicksilver Flask. Then we can run a little bit faster. Shield charge will be a little bit faster. Life will be good. Fortunately, no movement speed. Back into the submerged passage. Yeah, the really nice thing about this build is you don't have to worry about weapons early on. Because you're going to be swapping over to Poisonous Concoction, it just makes life really easy. All you need is a shield for a little bit of extra defense, and then a 3-link anyway. And then, yeah, life's easy. Just dropping a portal there at the bottom of the steps so that we can run through to the ledge, grab the waypoint, come back, go and kill the Dweller of the Deeps, and then get the skill point. Just go to the waypoint in the ledge, gonna go back to town, and then back through the portal. Now we're through the portal, can run down. For the depths, normally wherever your portal is, you just run up or down depending on which direction you've come from, and then you find it pretty easily. And then it's just kind of running around the zone and finding where the Dweller is obviously hiding. I don't really know my layouts all too well anymore. I kind of just run around. Sometimes I get lucky. Sometimes I'm in a zone forever. It just depends. Managed to find him pretty quickly. Quite lucky. An Essence of Greed. Not my favorite. Wish it was a woe, but is what it is.
I have nothing more to give.
I know that there is side bosses and stuff that you can do in this zone, being the goat that drops down on you, but I couldn't really be bothered going to find him. I feel like if you kill Kuduku on your character, then the chances of you getting a 6-link are lowered. It's obviously not true at all. It's just how I feel about it. Always love this Legion really early on. I normally just try to run around and find whatever little markers there are on top of them. You got plenty of time, so yeah. Try not to pop too many things just because it's still Legion. Legion's scary, no matter who you are, where you are. Unless, you know, you got Headhunter, then Legion is a blessing. I don't know why I put down my decoy totem. That was definitely the wrong thing to do. But at least they were taunted when they came out. So, not the end of the world.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Where did my decoy totem go? I clicked it and then it disappeared. It was like a distraction, but to me. In the lower prison, so obviously there's the lab trial. I'm not going to do it because I have already done it on other characters, except we'll waste time to kill chatters because I feel like he just always chat shit. Finally got Sentinel, so it's a little bit more defenses. I have no Scrolls of Wisdom, but I really want to open the chest. And that's dead. Unless somehow it isn't. I probably should have put my decoy down before opening it, but we live and we learn, I guess. Ooh, and we're rewarded. How nice. Hopefully this isn't potential death number 2. Oh, contains identified items. Perfect for my no Scrolls of Wisdom. This is what we like to see. That is not what we like to see. Better than nothing, I guess. Well, might as well have been nothing. We can get to Brutus in 20 seconds. We're going to do some real damage. Come on. 10 seconds. 2, 1. No. Might have mana flasks. I'm just going to go back to town. I'll be here. 3-link. No, I'm going to take that because it allows me to swap into that shield, which is attack speed, which is fantastic. Would be great if he sold me some movement speed boots, though. Maybe we gamble it. Nah. Never worth it. Never gamble. But yeah, this fight's pretty simple when you have both mana and a decoy totem. That was a bit close, though, I must say. Ah! Get away! Ooh. Potential?
My ex-husband.
Oh, those are the worst boots I've ever seen. And this a what? I've never heard that line before. And lag. Fantastic. So yeah, that completely kicked me out of the game. Hopefully I didn't die. If I did, it is what it is. It's not hardcore. Doesn't matter at all. Oh well, I killed that thing, so that's good. I just held down the attack button for how long it took me to time out, so I guess I could just tank it, so that's pretty lucky. Oh, we did die. Oh well, it is what it is. Hardcore runs over. Build sucks. Go next. Just kidding. I'm sure this build's going to feel very good. Just hit level 12. Pretty important level. That's the level that we can swap over to Poisonous Concoction. Strongbox freezes you inactive. Oh, there's a 30% chance we don't instantly die, so that would be good. Just use my flask. Alright. Oh, it worked. Fantastic. Glad I gambled my life on that flask. Now where's the rest of the monsters? Hey, I have been scammed. Oh, there he is. Oh, new boots. These have movement speed. You suck. I refuse to put boots on until they have movement speed. I'll just be stubborn. Walk around barefoot. I'll get nails on my feet. Get tetanus. It's fine. I don't care. Not my problem. Well, it is my problem. But still, entering the Cavern of Wrath. This will complete a quest. Go back to town. Speak to Nessa. And she will give us Poisonous Concoction. But I think we actually have to buy it. Because... of course. Yep, there it is. So now all we do, swap out Cobra Lash, take out Momentum Support, and put in Volley. Then your 3-link, it's Poisonous Concoction, Chance to Poison, and Volley. I completely forgot about this reward, so can come back here, grab Flame Dash. Unfortunately didn't click the waypoint in the ship graveyard or I didn't find it. So, got to go back to Mervale's Cavern and then travel back through. More with fusing. Nice. Very helpful. Another fusing. It's gonna kill her because she is a unique, so she does drop better loot. At least that's what GGG told me. And still no movement speed. I'm sticking to it. I'm not putting shoes on. I refuse until they have any amount of movement speed, because the amount that they have is 0, and that is unacceptable. That is not good enough for my toes. I refuse. Too much baggage. And I got no more pockets. I'm going to be cursed. I'm going to get to max with no shoes on. Mervale Town. Hello, pretty. Pretty ugly, am I right?
I have nothing more to give. Why must men?
As for an Act 1 feedback kind of thing, so far, build does feel okay. One thing I have noticed with it that I'm not the biggest fan of is obviously starting here. We don't have quick access to replenishing remedies. Plan is to now path here, possibly pick these up, if not just completely ignore it and just run a second life flask and yeah, grab some other nodes, see what happens. Overall, I would say that the leveling experience has been pretty pleasant for Act 1. Hasn't been anything too difficult. Obviously has been some close calls, but those have kind of been calls that I've made myself. Possibly running a second life flask would have been a really smart choice. Speaking of which, and that should help the build feel a lot better. Act 2, let's go. For bandits, I'm thinking from the very get-go that I'm going to help Alira just to get my resistances up. Pretty much be that for a very long while to come until I get good gear. Didn't even realize I picked up some boots. Still don't have movement speed, don't care. Who's crying? Yeah, crying noise. I don't like that. That was creepy. Gave me goosebumps. Apparently, there's a side quest that you can do in this area. I've never done it myself, so I don't really know what it is, but guessing got to get these things. I don't know how many there are. Another staircase. Another statue. The mother of 2, once a mother of 3 weeps. Just gonna keep searching these zones. I don't know where they are. Just gonna run back and forwards. Oh, this one's blocked off. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe there's a idol that I missed. Who knows? Because I don't. Oh, there's another one over there. Maybe that's the missing key or something. That's 3. Hoping it's only 3. I don't want to be here all week. Still closed. What the heck? The hat upgrade. Oh. What the hell? Oh, hello. Wasn't prepared for this at all. Ah! Was expecting to be met with this lady. Turns out she can't be taunted, so that's terrifying. Better drop something good. That it? I was expecting something better, but oh well. How to kill Kraylin. Whatever. I don't actually know how to say his name. I'm just going to call him Kraylin. It's not Caitlin. Finally got replenishing remedies. That's just going to make our lost charges regenerate real nice and quick. And just allow us to sustain better against bosses. One of my favorite notes to click when leveling as Poisonous Concoction. Ooh, Oots. Finally. Oots good enough for my feet. They ain't got movement speed, I don't want them. And these have a rarity. Even better. For auras, want to run Herald of Agony. Of course, it's not a reward. Have to buy it, which hopefully you can. There it is there. Yeah, just extra chance to poison, extra damage with poisons. Agony Roller is pretty cool. Free damage all round, really. Second Essence of Woe. Not too bad. Man, the damage feels fantastic now that I have the Herald of Agony on. Like I said, I'm going to be helping Alira, so I'm going to go and kill Oak before going to Alira, just so I don't have to double back. Save some time. Another Woe. That's really good. That'll help when we swap. You can hopefully get a decent wand going. It's incredible luck. Found Oak pretty quick. Nice. Never mind, I'm going to make sure I do a full lap. Actually, I was just getting the waypoint. That's very clearly what I was going for. Wow, what else would I go for? There's so many rares in these tents. What the hell? Yep, gonna kill out Oak. Okaza, I won't kill you. I promise. I don't know why I called him Elk. I guess it's because he slams and like sleep slam or something. Also makes funny noises, so go back to town, waypoint, off to the next zone. Arriving at Alira's den, help her out, collect her reward, and then continue on our way to go and unlock the gate, and then go fight the spider. Just keep going that way. A big lag spike. And now onto the longest boss fight in the game, to spawn. And of course he'd go straight down. Because why wouldn't he? Accept your fate like a man. Ah! And he's down. Thank the lords. Just quickly wanted to go over the Act 2 recap, just to give some thoughts and opinions on how the build felt. So, first of all, build felt pretty good. As for the passive tree, this is where we are currently. Just picked up Entropy before the boss, which felt really good. Extra damage, always nice. Wouldn't have made it through the boss fight without the replenishing remedies, keeping the flasks up. The greater life flask really does suck. Gonna try and get a grand as soon as possible, get 2, just to make life even easier on bosses. Overall, build's feeling really good. Can't wait to obviously swap to Power Siphon, then the build will, I'm sure, feel 10 million times better. We'll keep going. That's a really good drop for when we swap over. Perfect colors and everything. Obviously really badly rolled, but she'll do.
Enough of this.
Got a slight little upgrade there. Side grade, but still not too bad. Going to pick up Grace if the vendor sells it, which of course she doesn't, so we will get that from the library along with all the other gems that we need. Might as well do Cassia, right? See what lootsy she gives. I think I'm just clicking this because I like it when she yells at me. I'm not a kink or anything, I promise. I refuse. I will not build nothing. Double negative. That means I've already built something. Stocking up on the essential oils. Not too shabby. Just leveled up. Clicked Thief's Craft. Now I can finally use my Flame Dash again. Transmute. I don't have a transmute. No. Not a cockroach. Never have been, never will be. There's an upgrade. Oh. Never mind. Everything died. One more level and we can use it, I think. Yep. How much strength I actually need? 2. Damn. And buy the gloves with 2 transmutes. So we shall. I think we have. Oh, we did drop some fusings. We've got 3 fusings. We use them up. Quality first. Come on, falling. On falling. Oh yeah. Now alchemy orb and pray. Gamble. Not the worst. Damage to attacks, good for when we swap. And those are the perfect colors for when we swap, so we don't have to worry about the chest piece. We can keep our good chest piece to the sewers. Just 2 levels away, and then we can respec and run lab. And then we are Power Siphon. And then the leveling process can really speed up, and it's gonna be fun. Can finally put the amulet back on. Level up gave us some more strength, so yeah, a little bit more resistances. Call to attacks been asked for when we swap. PT, I'm here to hurt you. PT? PT gonna hurt me now. Thank goodness for decoy totem and lag, of course. Always thank you for lag. And I have no health potions. On! All in all, pretty comfortable. Minus almost dying 6 times, but we don't talk about that. It's library time. To the library. And we are perfectly level 31, so it means we can swap over straight away. Also, just a little apology. It's rather late all of a sudden. Had to take a bit of a break. Go and do live stuff. And yeah, come back. 11 o'clock at night, so energy levels are different, but trying my best. Now the real hard part, finding the lever. Oh, not too difficult, thank goodness. None of those, thank you, good sir. There she is. Charge demand support, the thing that we've been looking for. And while I'm here, I may as well also just get added lightning damage because, of course. Another transmute, please and thank you, sir. That's going to have to hold off. I'm just going to run as a 3-link. It's not the end of the world. Added lightning damage is obviously good, but can't afford it, so what more can I do? Links are going to be Power Siphon, Locus Mine support, charge mines, and that's it. And now we can change out some gear. Pretty good on res. I might just go damage. Then I've got to worry about socket colors and everything. Yeah, get rid of phosphor attacks, put precision in, and use that. Ooh. Oh. That's actually really bad. Disappointing. Well, whatever. Works for now. Do definitely need another green socket somewhere on my gear so that we can put Grace on. Go back to the library. Buy Grace. Go to King's March and respec using gold. It's alteration. I hate this game. Got so many alterations and no transmutes. It's weird. I guess I haven't studied them for Scrolls of Wisdom. It still sucks. And I went to the wrong place. And now we buy Grace. Right? Wheat. Now that we are in King's March, got a little bit of gold just from leveling up. I know I did start off with some gold, but we're not going to use all of that and go into the negatives. I could have deposited the gold away, but just completely forgot to. So it is quite a big respec, but it only costs 58 gold per. So to respec all of that is less than 1,000 gold, which you would have more than comfortably at this point in the game. Important notes to pick up is the mana reservation so that we can run Grace as well as Wrath. Pick up Trickery, the most important part. Pick up the PS, extra damage. That's going to be it for now. That's the respec. Still need to buy Wrath. Actually, I don't need to buy it. I can get it as a quest reward. Just another little change after the respec, added in Wrath and got Sniper's Mark from Act 1 just so that we can have extra single target damage. Obviously hoping to get a transmute soon so I can buy out the last added lightning damage support gem and then I shall do lab. Another thing that I did forget, the most important part, is detonate mines and automation. That's going to make the build the build. So now we turn that on and we are good to go. Accuracy 100%, so that's perfect. Now we are good to actually test out the build and see how she feels. So the damage in the beginning will feel pretty meh, but that is because all your gems are level 1, including your Power Siphon. Once that starts to get some levels, builds will feel absolutely fantastic. And now it's time for a boss fight. See how this goes.
Nightmare, brother.
Man, this damage feels absolutely fantastic. This build just feels so good, and it's still on a 3 link. It just stands still, don't even have to worry. It's just that easy. Finally got a transmute. That means I'm going back to Act 1 to go and buy added lightning damage. Oh yeah. But now I am out of Scrolls of Wisdom, so there'll be no more learning. I'm really surprised I don't have any armor scraps or blacksmith whetstones. That's pretty impressive. Don't know how that happened. Just a little quick rundown of Act 3. So the build felt really good with Poisonous Concoction. The damage did start to fall off, and that's just because we didn't spec into any damage on the tree for Poison Concoction. It was more just kind of prepping us and making sure that we were ready to swap over to Power Siphon as soon as possible. And yeah, had a little bit of, or had a few hiccups getting obviously all the gems, struggling to find transmutes and basic vendor currencies. I did do shipping while leveling, so I guess that does make it a lot easier. If you are doing a fresh start and you are doing shipping with it, you'll have a lot more currency, probably a lot more gear, and the build will just feel a lot smoother and a lot better to actually play. But yeah, no complaints on my side. The build has felt absolutely amazing. Swapping over to Power Siphon is awesome. I'll be running lab in the morning. I am incredibly tired, so I'm going to take a bit of a break. For you, it'll be a couple seconds. For me, it'll be a couple hours. But yeah, we'll keep going and see how the build progresses. And just like that, it's morning. Refreshed. Managed to sleep in a little bit, and we are ready to go. Hopefully, we'll see. Of course, the first zone we go into, there's beasts. They suck early, but damage feels pretty good. Glad I can tank that. Wasn't planned.
I have nothing more to give. I have nothing more to give.
The way you fight King of Swords reminds me of how it feels to be possessed with the idea of victory.
Love was the
It's lab time. I have over leveled a little bit, so I'm level 37. Yeah, just forgot about it and just kind of kept leveling.
Such resilience.
Yeah, the mana's a pretty big problem. Lot of boots.
Choose your path. By the goddess.
Why is he so damn fast? What the hell?
Violence is delicate. You are
Yeah, the mana's a very big problem. But now we get to ascend. That's an extra 2 passive points. Still no snaking. Unlucky. Good pair of boots that I found. Double rarity, movement speed and laugh.
Save your breath for the ancestors, Cal.
I am Tasdera.
Let's not make the world doesn't need something. Now, exile! I have nothing more to give.
What?
Now, exile!
Now, let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare. Accept the gift of immortality. Accept the gift of immortality. Nightmare is the true eternal. Why are you so in love with death?
Doing an Act 4 recap. Build felt pretty good. Just getting the gem leveled up felt really nice. Running a lab was okay. Big problem with the build at the moment is the mana sustain. I've noticed that on bossing, it just gets very difficult and you run out of mana a lot. So having a good mana flask definitely does help. But yeah, hopefully you can figure out something to solve that rather quickly so that it doesn't continue for too long. But yeah, build's feeling really good now. On to Act 5. Just something that I thought about as I leveled up. I can respec these attack speed nodes and go into the spell damage. Attack speed's not really doing anything for us with mines, so just got to drop 4 points, respec, and then grab the 4 points back again. No, that's 5 points. I can't count. Don't mind me. Yep. Then drop those. Now we should have a little bit more damage, which will be fantastic. Damage definitely does feel really good after that little respec and another level. Oh, level 2 of the gem. Speaking of level, crit. Crit is king. And then just make sure that the wand that you're using has a base crit chance of at least 10. So, for example, Sage Wand has critical strike chance, 10%. And then that allows us to scale our crit even quicker with power charges and crit on the tree.
Someone must be made to answer.
this build is just way too good. It's not too bad. Some nice new boots. Losing some rarity, but who cares? Build's got a few more levels on the way to Catawba. Just spec'd into the next power charge on the tree, and the build is starting to come online.
I have nothing more to give.
Now it's time for Catawba.
I won't let you destroy my home.
And that is Act 5 Catawba down. But yeah, just for an Act 5 recap, build felt really good, leveling up and getting the extra power charge, finally spec'ing into some crit on the tree and crit multi on the tree. Added a lot, spec'd into hit this evasion mastery to get some movement speed if I haven't been hit recently. And yeah, as for gear, managed to craft a new wand, and then yeah, no real big upgrades or anything. Everything's pretty much just the same. Obviously, some nice boots we found. That's going to be it. On to Act 6.
Tukohama.
I have nothing more to give. Far too much better.
Jesus. Yeah, insta-phasing him feels real good. Picking the bismuth node wasn't very good. I've got a random tornado that likes to hurt. Makes a scary arena even scarier. Too easy. Easy. For Pantheons, it's going to be Brine King and
You were already gone.
yeah, Tukohama. just extra physical damage reduction while standing still. Stand still quite a bit, just throwing out mines, so always good to have. So just to recap on Act 6, leveling has felt pretty good. My resistances are very uncapped at the moment, so taking a bit more damage than what I should. But if you take the time to make sure your res is all good, then the build will feel even better. But in terms of damage, it's felt amazing. Managed to solve the mana problem by clicking Mind Drinker, gives you extra mana, and obviously mana reservation for extra mana on top of that, so we can reserve all the mana for our mines and not worry. The mana on kill doesn't work for us as the mines are killing and not us. That's why we can run physical and elemental reflect maps later on and not have to worry about dying to our mines. Obviously, if we flame dash or shield charge, we can still take reflected damage. So yeah, if we manage to kill someone with shield charge, we'll get mana and health from Blood Drinker. But yeah, just leveling up through here. Gonna grab this successive detonations for extra crit chance and crit multi. Not sure if that's going to be worth it. I'm going to try and mash the skill trees as much as possible later on. Just now for leveling, kind of want to cap out my crit and yeah, just go from there really. But anyways, on to Act 7. Oh, good dodging.
It's time you were part of a dark.
I know I haven't been chatting much in these clips and that they've been a bit more rapid fire, but that's just because we've gotten through the early leveling, so now it's more just getting to maps. Obviously swapped over to Power Siphon, build's feeling really good, just leveling up, and yeah, not much more to it really.
And kindly stay dead.
Come on, Scooter. Yeah, my accuracy's really fallen behind, so something I would suggest is probably spec into these accuracy nodes a little bit sooner than what I am currently at level 57. Perhaps that's a little bit too late. Could level up precision more, just decided not to because I don't really want to overdo it with my mana. Didn't realize that the boss was so low already and that I was going to die, so kind of interrupted me and distracted me all at the same time. But not the worst thing to happen, I guess. Next lab, next lab. I can't remember who said that, but I used to watch his videos all the time and it was fantastic. Watching him run lab and then get nothing at the end of lab. A lot of money off enchants. Man, I miss helmet enchants.
No two Enjoy the reprisal. By the goddess. Stay the course. The trap of tyranny is...
We finally get some sort of bonus. So I'm going to go for Fox Shade, extra movement speed when on full life, damage from enemy hits to use unlucky when on full life, and global evasion rating when on full life. Just fantastic. Let's see if we get snaking this time. Never lucky.
I could have used
Man, that coal is good. Almost fell asleep during that boss fight, to be honest. Pokemon time. Just keep running. You will. Haha. That was cool. Maybe one day we'll get an upgraded wand. Who knows? Just realized that I didn't do an end of Act 7 little recap kind of thing, so why not try and do it during a boss fight? I'm sure it'll go well. But yeah, for Act 7, build felt really smooth, really good as always. Obviously noticed the issue with my accuracy, and yeah, managed to fix that. Just 4 points, and then build was good. You spec into it a little bit earlier, probably feel a lot better, or just level up your precision a bit more. But yeah, as for Act 8, same thing as before. Build feels fantastic. Did a little bit of a respec here, so just dropped these 2 nodes and then came in through the top and grabbed all these. Don't need coordination, doesn't actually do anything for us anymore. Just dexterity and intelligence, and yeah, you can get rid of it if you want. I'm just keeping it for now, just because I don't really have anything big to spec into, and the little bit of attack speed does help with shield charge, makes it a little bit faster, and who doesn't like a faster shield charge? So yeah, once I get up into this tree here, or sorry, into this wheel, then I'm going to drop these 2 nodes and then just go all the way up, grab these, and then get some more accuracy, because as we level up, the accuracy will obviously drop off and the build will start to feel bad again. But got some more reduced mana reservation for Mons. Next is speccing into influence, and then we shall put in a 3rd aura, which will most likely be summon skitterbots, or if I'm feeling like I need more defenses, it'll be discipline. But yeah, we'll decide that once we get to it. For now, on to Act 9. Found a new hat in the Blood Aqueducts. So yeah, that just goes on me head. I'm gonna craft some life on it. Then yeah. Time for Shakira. This music is popping off. Jeez. Press the wrong button. Went to marker, set up within a portal. Ah, lady, jeez. Keep pressing the damn wrong button. There. Loop. Can't believe I didn't pick that up.
Now it's my turn.
But I love sand tornadoes. What on earth was that?
My love.
To the Bob. Oh god. The race. I won! Hello, Maligaro. Again. Just get popped. Chavaroon time. And now, the Trinity. Also, if you're wondering why the game looks the way that it does, I've found bismuth nodes in the past 10 zones, and I keep clicking them. So, yeah, my bad. Maybe don't stand still.
It is done. Now we have everything we need to face Katava. You're well. Ready to go?
Just a quick little Act 9 recap. Managed to get up to disintegration, spec into the 1 mastery for an additional projectile, and drop the 2 nodes that I said I was going to help me get there a little bit quicker. But yeah, build's feeling really good. Gonna continue on, get to the point just before Katava, and then go and run the 3rd lab. So this is a little way that I like to go. When you enter the area just after the rooftop, I like to run down, get into the control blocks, and then grab this waypoint. If my character is weak, I'll go from the waypoint, go back out, back to the Ravager Square, and then continue on with the quest up to the top of the area. But yeah, this character's feeling pretty strong, so I'm going to go through the control blocks, kill the mini boss that's in here, get the extra skill point, and then not have to worry about coming here, and then I'll progress up through the rest and go and get the Staff of Purity and head over to do my third lab, and then we'll kill Katava, and then that's it. Here in maps. I clicked the bismuth again. I can't help myself. Man, that's why I just stunned you a lot. Now that I have banded everything I needed to and gotten my quest rewards, I will go back to the control blocks and then up to the Raptor Square, and you'll see, just straightforward from here. Don't have to worry about backtracking or anything. And then there you go. Grab that waypoint, continue on. Man, that degen stings.
Bannon?
Technically an upgrade. And then we'll be res capped after Katava. Perfect. Next lab, next lab. Gonna do third lab, and then Katava.
Rise to the occasion. Justice
Nice.
is served.
I guess we shall go again.
Is what
Hopefully we don't lag out again.
claim your inheritance. By the goddess, what ambition!
Just take out all the lieutenants, why not?
Stay the course. You were born for this. Dark
But
influence.
yeah, blessed. Sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully we can get our something of Snake. It's too late to be worried about names. This room looks terrifying.
Stand your ground. Triumphant at last.
Now, gain even more power. For that one, there we go. Void battery, increase spell damage per power charge and +1 to maximum power charges. Absolutely huge. Even more damage. And +1 more point, so that means more reduced mana reservation. Nice. And now, can we get snaking? Nope. But I guess we can get the same thing again, so... Right. That's real unlucky. But oh well. That's the third lab done. Now it's just Katava. So that ascendancy is 125% increased spell damage. Just, yeah, insane. And then obviously the extra power charge is extra crit. So, just really good all around. I definitely feel the increase in damage. Katava again. Yeah, that damage feels pretty crazy. Won't lie. Yeah, this is insane. It's real good. Don't even have to move. I'll just stand still. That's fine by me. Just waiting on you, Guitar.
May a new dawn arise.
That is it. That is level 1 to 68. Doing a full fresh start. Scavenger, Power Siphon, locus mines. Yeah, crazy. That's going to do it for the leveling portion of this character, all the way up to maps. It's going to sit here for a little bit while we wait for the poll votes to get up there and to find out what you guys want me to do going forwards. The poll is linked down in the description below if you do wish to vote for it. I'll try and keep that up for at least 48 hours from the time of posting the poll, and then get your guys' feedback and progress from there. Let's just see how it goes. As you can see, gave the character a bit of a makeover, just using the eye hood with Grand Sanctum, gloves, boots, and body armor. Pure light shield, overseer weapon with Orion weapon effect, white weapon effect on the shield, white wings, angelic moth, white rat, white character effect, and temporal lord's portal effect that you got from Twitch drops. And then for Power Siphon, just using the celestial Power Siphon, just so you can differentiate between the two builds, and yeah, just try to go for a nice clean look on the character. But I'll end the video off here with some just my general feelings and opinions on how the build felt while leveling. So the start of the leveling was a bit slow. First lab wasn't really as impactful as Whisperer, because Whisperer you get obviously the +4 frenzy and +4 minimum power charges, which just feels really good early on. Second lab felt really good, getting the increased movement speed. Again, Whisperer wins there just because you get the fork, and that just makes a clear speed feel absolutely amazing. Just leveling the build felt really good all the way through. Can't really say anything negative about it. Obviously there's a bit more traveling involved before you get more damage nodes and stuff like that, but yeah, just feels really good, feels really smooth. Can't wait to get it into endgame and see how it performs there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support, love and likes and subs that I have been getting. Thank you to every single one of you. I hope that you are all doing well and that you have a great evening. It is currently 1 o'clock in the morning for me, so I am going to go to bed. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Peace.